Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're here taking a look at Nona and their track Work. We have the dance practice released, so we're going to take a look, see if we can pick up on anything fun, and in comparison to the music video and movement quality, I'm ready, I hope you are. Let's go.
Big flex, break a neck, cut a check, go invest, that's secure. Grab your waist train and take the treadmill. Do Pilates, how your legs feel, take a group hike. Do your squats, bitches on time. Go and put in that. Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that work. Fuck it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that work. Fuck it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. Shopping spree, I call that a workout. Lamborghini, how I crash out. So many, Satini, hot and sweaty watermelon martini. While I'm walking to the room like $1 million, you can put it on my card. I don't know about you, but I'm making money moves and the one I call it shit. End of the day, you be saying my name, top of your lungs, I'ma make the ground shake. What an earthquake, going so crazy, sold out, you caught it at LA. Moisturizer, get your eye cream, I'm the serum, how's the face cream, take a group in, ooh, you so hot, girl, it's so tight, go and put it that. Fuck it up, girl, put it that right.
Yeah.
Fuck it up, bitch, put it that right. Fuck it up, sis, put it that right. Put it that right, put it that right. Fuck it up, girl, put it that right. Fuck it up, bitch, put it that right. Fuck it up, sis, put it that right. Put it that right, put it that right. Put it that, put it that, put it that work. Put it that, put it that, put it that work. Put it that, put it that, put it that work. Put it that work, put it that work.
Yeah, so we've had some differences in that first course especially, right? Because I'm remembering certain formation choices from the music video that are different than what we're seeing here. So I'm going to go really quickly and just glean through the original before we come back here. Okay, so further investigation, there's certain components that are in the music video that I love the change to, because you have the camera that you can use to your advantage for supplementing a lot of perspective. Here, we're going to kind of overview it because we've already done, like a super big deep dive, but we'll make it like 0.75. So I've heard that she is able to do this live, which we love. I like her consistency and her control. And also we have different dancers, most likely a skeleton crew. And what a skeleton crew is are individuals that the choreographer is going to put the dance on, and then from there it's either you can use the same crew or it gets sent off and you have other dancers that they learn the dance and then they partake in it. I would say a lot of times in the K-pop space you have a lot of skeleton crew or demo crew that do that, so it very much looks like that here. I think they own it. I like the jean jacket, but I don't mind the fit that they had before. Put in that work. All of this, I like that we were able to use the camera fold overs even here in the dance practice. So you have that moment where she has a flex, break your neck. They're all dancing behind her, but she had her own moment with the camera, which I really like the isolation of. So when you have the dancers go in, it contributes. So they have the fingers. I like the accents that they're hitting on the percussion. That little treadmill part, I love. Like, this was freaking sick. Love that. But I also love that she was moving through two lines of people running, right? It was such a vibe. Like, all of that, I love that became more of a focal point. Because choreographically, I loved the hips syncopating on the triple bass. It's just fun. But I love the little push-up. Did they end up doing that in the original? No. I love the push-up to, that situation, but I love the girl empowerment of her just walking through and other girls owning it. I think both are great. And then I love the squat, the gimmick of that in the music video. I like her choice here. She has that work. And we have a lot of dancers here. It's more isolated where you have a lot of subgroups in the music video. Here, it's fun. It's full. I would say this works great for a live concert performance. Yeah, pop it high to low. The intensity is awesome. Put in that work so they get down, and I like the kick out. So then they drop it down. This one was more of a trio in the music video. I loved that. I like the fullness here. Everybody owning it. It's like put in that work. You also have the basses at the top here with the levels. It's nice. Also, I do think that we have a lot of energy happening in the back and they are owning it, but I loved that we got to really see her as a huge feature in this moment. Her intensity was incredible. I really do think that shined 100% in the music video. But I loved, though, having your dancers in the back environmentally help set up into the next section. Like, that's a really nice transition. When these sections were separated in the music video, they're able to complement and transition in and out very well here. Love that work. The folds are nice with the hair. I love the commitment of going for it with the arches. It's really nice. She tosses it. I love the subtlety there with the toss-up. And then from there, it pushes back to our duo. Now this we saw in they were in 2 frames, and then they had a nice collaborative moment as they came center. I like this where you still have the mirroring effect. And they fold it in. And I love how her hair flips into her face. I thought that was cute. And then we join back in. Now we were able to see this happen where it goes from a small group to another small group to a duo to a trio. That doesn't bother me really at all. I like the efficiency of this, but also it gives so much opportunity to really play around with camera shots in the music video when you separate them. But I like that they work together. It's just so funny. Work! So much works. I like the commitment even in our demo crew. They are committing like they are on stage, baby. And they melt it down. A little $1 million. Now with this, what's interesting is you could technically set this up and you just have multiple cameras ready to go. I mean, on award shows and things like that, you would be able to make this work easily. So I like that you have that syncopation of the chest and hips. Chest is nice. And then she goes on shot. So we've already seen that. I like the walkthrough to kind of interrupt that situation. It was fun. She brings it in, make it shake. Now that works really, really well. I loved that moment there. And they accent, and then they press it up to the candlestick. And then from here, new camera, shot. Now those guys are moving. And then I like that no one is moving in the back, but I love that you have the people there. And it's so tight. Let's go. Put in that work. The kick is nice. We rotate around. Same thing on both sides. Pressing it. So much work, right? And then also, too, with a lot of what we saw, more of a, hold on. It was this part that I was like, yo, I loved the change that we ended up doing. So we kept the choreography, right? The ball changes, but having like group of 4 and then having her with the trio move forward on that was so fun. And it provided a really nice way for us to really see her as a feature, taking her freaking top off and everything, right? That sounds so scandalous, right? Compared to the other trio that we end up seeing right after this. So regardless of how they do it in the live, that little hot and sweaty, yeah, it gets hot and sweaty when you have people rubbing all over you, right? Like that, for sure. But her taking her shirt off is absolutely one that gives that same look across. Easy, right? But then notice that we have another trio with a singular feature. I do like in the music video you had a separation, like I said before, and I really loved the panning forward with the group of 4 with the trio going in between the windows. So freaking sick. But also I think this works very, very well for when you are doing a performance live, right? I think that's super commendable. The fact that you're able to get this converted in a music video the way that you could, but also replicate it to a certain degree here, I'd say that's a win-win if you ask me. But going back, we're going to just cover this whole thing again. That little hop, pop, pop down is all really nice. Yeah, they bring it up. The intensity here, the fact that they're able to commit to this as the artist, very impressive. Because normally the dancers are able to hold this, and the members are able to have a nice subtle difference. And I'm not talking about Nona specifically. I'm saying in general in the pop space of groups. I really am impressed at the intensity all the way through. It's great. The press, all that is really nice. They hop it, toss it, that put in that work. The switch is there, going to the floor. I love the fact we got knee pads because to me, I read that not as, oh, she needs knee pads, as a thank God we have knee pads so she's able to go for it safely because that's a concrete floor, right? Switch on that. Really nice. I like the isolation of the upper body when we have the switch off on the knees like that. We rotate it around. Then we go into the swimmers and then we straddle it down. Then we press up into a nice crunch there. We do a nice little hair and then we extend the leg. Goodness gracious. Everyone did very, very well here. If you are somebody who's like, I want to look this good, just do it a bunch of times because some of it is, fitness sequences. And I really like the charm of that, which does help with when you choose to do something on both sides. It helps with that idea come to fruition. But going to the swimmer, to the kick, there's your whole sequence. That whole sequence there is awesome. I love it. I may try that just personally to see how that feels on the fitness side. Doing that, let's say 10 times. Whew, Lord help us. But that, I wonder, would be a really fun way to audition people. Learn the sequence. And if people who can't hang, they can't even audition for the dance. You know what I mean? I wonder how Sienna went about that. Anyway, I digress. This was really fun. I have already taken a look at the music video and done a huge deep dive on my first watch of it. So if you want to see that, it's here on YouTube. And anytime I cover Nona, or any group that you ever see me review on YouTube, it gets released on Patreon first. Now, a lot of it ends up being free on Patreon, so you can go there and binge away. And then there's also times where you can binge at marathons. There's groups that I've looked at their debut all the way through until their most recent works, where it's really hard to be able to upload all of it onto YouTube. So as they have come back, we release older stuff. So if you are interested in more than just Nona, go check it out. See if we want to hang out in more ways together over there. But you guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.